check the time, Grania. So just setting up, feet about fist width apart. Check that neutral pelvis, engage the core, kind of using our Pilates principles of control and mindful of that core. And let's just start a little side step. So just a few minutes warming up the body. Knees bent. That's it, getting into the hips, getting into the legs, take the arms up, push forwards. We will be doing push-ups, so we're warming up those chest muscles. Take the foot behind. That's it. And warming up those shoulders, elbows. Good. Leg out in front. Feel that through the back of the leg. That's it. Squeeze those biceps. Take the arms overhead. So as we bring the arms overhead, just getting the heart rate up a little bit more. Getting those hip flexors working. That's it. And mindful of that core and of that spine mobility, a little sumo step. So hip mobility. And just keep control. That's it. Press the feet into the floor. Get that nice rotation into the hip. We'll take one more. And then just a little bit of, whoops, lateral flexion. My hand through the ceiling. And let's come back to center. Okay, so first up is our squats and pulses. And I'm actually going to go with my heavier weights for this. But feel free to start with a lower weight. We're going to be doing this again. Just 2 rounds. So feet around hip width apart. Core is switched on. So we're going to do 1 full squat and then come down for 2 pulses. Come up, come down for 3 pulses, and so on. I'll count us through. So 1 full squat, inhale down, exhale up nice and slowly, and then we come down for 2 pulses. 1 and 2, all the way up. 3 pulses. 1 and 2, 3, and all the way up. And actually, do you know what? When I say pulses, it's more like half squats, lower half squats. That would be more appropriate. Come down 4 and 3, 2 and 1, pushing all the way up. Feel those quads working already. Feel free to keep the arms by the side if you prefer. Coming down 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5. I'm going to take them up. I prefer them up for this. Coming down for 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Oh, all the way up. Okay, we have 2 more. Coming down. 7, 6, 5, 4. Push into the heels. 2 and 1. Try not to bounce. Keep control of the movement. Last one. Coming down. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and push up. Woo. Shake those legs out. Excellent. So burniness in those quads. Okay, I need to try and push my glasses up without knocking myself in the face with a dumbbell. That'd be great. Now, okay, so shoulders. We're going to keep one arm up and the other arm is going to come up and down. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Aiming for 10. Little bend into the knees or a foot behind here might be useful. Just so you're not arching the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okie doke. Now, that was my left hand moving. I'm not mirroring you for this. So whatever arm was moving, place that weight down. And we're going to go for a little lunge, bent over lunge, row. So that right foot behind or opposite foot. So I'm right arm, right leg. Exhale, row up, inhale, down. Exhale, inhale. We have 9, 8, 7. Left glute is working here. 6, spine is in neutral. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now pause. You might like to switch weights for this. If you've got a heavier weight for triceps, exhale, extend and bend. Upper arm stays stable. Exhale, extend and bend. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, all the way up. Okay, so we're going to do the other side. So this time I'm going to have my left arm stable. Right arm goes up and down. 11 and 12. So feel that tricep working. I'm placing that right weight down, left leg, left arm. Exhale, row. So the trunk is almost parallel to the floor. So think of those rowers, gold medalists, and how they're pulling the elbows past the rib cage. So if you're too high up, you're just going to be working the shoulders. You want to get into the back. Their lats. So those rowers, their lats are incredibly strong. Notice where you're feeling this. And 2, and 1. Okay, hold, we extend. Feel free to change, guys. We have 10. Exhale, 9. Exhale, 8. 7. 6. 5. Exhale, 4. And 3. Exhale, 2. And 1. Eesh. Ooh, okay. I'm going to open a window. Even though it's raining, I need some air. So we're going to go back to our squat. So that's kind of sandwiching this sequence. So now, holding whatever position you want here. So this time, we're going to start with 8 pulses, and we're going to make our way down to 2. Okay, or lower half squats rather than pulses, let's say. So we come down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. We've got 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Ooh, feel those quads working. We have 6, and 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. It's so much harder this time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up. Down for 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure those knees are tracking over the toes. 3, 3, and 2, and 1. All the way up. 2, and 2. All the way up. And just 1 up and down. Nice work, guys. Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to leave these at the top. Take a little roll out of the wrists. How are we doing? And we're going to come down for push-ups. Now, push-ups, push-ups. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to try and go with a half push-up. So coming into full plank position. Now, don't worry, you don't even have to come halfway down. Just take a little bend into the elbows. So set up. Now, it's not just about the arms doing all the work. Switch on those legs. Switch on those glutes, those bum muscles. Core is engaged. We're going to take a little bend. Inhale, exhale. Avoid anything else moving. So those hips are not sagging. The elbows are coming back on a little bit of a diagonal. We're going to go with 7 and 6, 5. Legs stay activated. 4. Neck stays in line with the spine. 2. And 1. We come back. Oh, take a little stretch here. That feels good. So our push-up, just work on that full position, that plank position for the moment. Don't worry about getting all the way down if that doesn't feel feasible. Think about keeping the control through the body. So core switched on, legs active, glutes active. It's going to make a world of difference to your push-up. Okay, so biceps and legs. We're going to go with reverse lunges, stepping forwards, bringing in biceps. Option here, guys, if your knees don't love lunges, go for your squats, okay? And you can even do step out squats with lunges, or beg your pardon, with biceps if you like. So we're aiming for 12, inhaling back, exhale up. If you want to bring in a balance element, go for it. So you can come into that leg lift position. Arms aren't swinging up or down. We're keeping control all the time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. I'm going to stand because I feel just a little tweak in my front knee. All right. And 2. And 1. Place those weights down. Okay, so coming down to the mat again. We're going to go for our push-ups again. Now, feel free if you need to bring those knees down, that's fine. But just try and do it from that plank position. So maybe thinking of it as a moving plank as opposed to thinking about it being a push-up, if that helps. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, right foot back, left foot back, core is switched on, glutes, squeeze those glutes. Imagine you have a euro note, 50, 100 euro note between those glutes and you don't want anyone to take it. Legs engaged and we take a little bend, inhale, exhale. Neck in line with the spine, so you're not dropping the head. We have 8 and 7. Elbows coming back rather than out to the side. Diagonal is fine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, take that stretch. It's very intense, but push-ups, do you know what? It's the hardest thing, really. We're using, particularly with that, our whole body weight. We're working with it. So don't worry if you don't feel you're where you should be with your push-up. But do keep practicing. So even, do you know what? Even if you're practicing against the wall during the day, knock out a few push-ups, or against a side board in the kitchen maybe, something nice and stable where you've got a bit more of an angle, a bit more of a challenge. Okay, lunges and bicep curls. So feel free to bring in that balance if you like. Gonna inhale back, exhale up. So that core engagement helps with that balance. Inhale, take your time. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Feel that front glute working. We have 6. And 5. 4. 3. Oh, nice and stable. 2. And last one. Okay. Placing those weights down. How are we doing? Yeah, we're nearly there. So from here, I want to take a little standing stretch because those quads, we were working them today. Little bend into the standing leg. Push the hips forward a little. Feel that stretch into the thigh. Shoulders back. Good. And just that little push forward of the hips or tuck under the tailbone, you'll get a slightly deeper stretch into the belly of the quads. And release. Other side. Oh, that's it. And then release. Roll the shoulders back, interlace the hands behind. Get a little stretch into the chest, into the shoulders, and into the biceps. And then take the arms out in front, stretching through the back of the shoulders. Super. How are we doing, guys? Okay, we have time for one little more stretch. I really like this one. Just inner thigh. Feel that stretch into the inner thigh. Ooh, good. And coming back to center. And then coming up, reach up and over. Shift the hip over to this side a little. And reach. And then the other. So we just want to, those muscles have been contracting hard. And get that nice stretch in. Excellent. And then we'll step back to center, pick the shoulders up, roll them back, and we're done.